Sabelle Thompson? And Helen? Helen? I don't see a Helen raising her hand, so you'll have 4 minutes.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, Council. Thank you for your service. My name is Shane Harris, the president of the People's Association of Justice Advocates. First and foremost, in regard to this item, let me say to the mayor's staff, you all should be ashamed of yourself. This is horrible governance for you to put out an item on Friday at 5 p.m. to late docket it for a Monday meeting at 2 p.m. This is the kind of bad governance that doesn't engage residents citywide. And sorry, I just have to call out the truth. Now, I come before you today in opposition to item S400 in its current form. This item will remove the law in the city's charter, a number of laws, but one of them being the prohibited action of charging for parking on Sundays. While I understand this item before you today does not start charging for parking on Sundays, it makes a statement about intentions to start doing so if your council in the future votes to have that. Today's vote opens the gates, the floodgates, to begin the process of charging on Sundays if your council in the future voted to allow that. In my February memo to this council in regard to the mayor's proposed parking reform package, I wrote that I don't disagree with everything in the package. A matter of fact, most of it I actually agree with. I'd be curious to look at the zoo, to look at many other options in which we can accrue the finances that we need to meet this deficit head on. But I also wrote that I do not support the concept of removing free Sunday parking in our city. This city is already pricing the common family out. Costs are too damn high everywhere you turn. Rent is high. Gas is high. Groceries are high. Why would we want to add the one day that residents, your residents citywide have to be able to roll up to a parking spot on the side of the street by a park or by a restaurant and be able to just park without having to worry about getting back to their meter in an hour or 30 minutes or 20 minutes? This is just not going to make the cut. Charging for parking on Sundays will not create any major dent in the city's $258 million budget deficit. That's just the truth. It is estimated that charging for parking on Sundays will potentially bring in roughly $2 million annually. It's just not realistic. So I ask you today, ask one of you council members to have the courage to bring forth an amendment removing the change in the city charter pertaining to parking on Sundays. I think it's realistic, pertaining to all of the analysis that we've had on what Sundays would do to the deficit. It's just not realistic. As a resident of District 3, I know it is important that even in our district, where parking is heavily impacted and congested, that the least we can do across our city for those who in southeastern San Diego who want to drive down to Balboa Park or drive to Hillcrest or North Park, all the way across our city, who come to some of our most populated areas, give them one free day. Give a little leisure to San Diegans. Keep Sunday parking free in San Diego. Thank you.
Thank you, Joy Señora. After that, it will be Katie McDonald, Blair Beekman, Tootie Thomas, and Ben Nichols, if you can start coming up to the yellow reserve seats at the front of the room. Please proceed when ready.
Thank you so much, City Clerk Fuentes. Joy Señora, District 3. I approve this item. And I do want to say this, though. I'd like to keep Sundays free. When I had my business, I worked very hard Monday through Saturday. I loved Sundays. I never gave anyone an appointment on Sunday. Sunday is special in so many ways. I wish we could do that. I want the public and all parties involved to look at the word dynamic, because I love it used in this context.